Man, gotta tip my cap to Bryson DeChambeau. The guy really can produce a really compelling and good YouTube golf video. Anyway, welcome back to the Scratch Golf Show. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco and I'm your host. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we cover all things news, YouTube, and pro golf, and we interview the top creators in the YouTube golf space. Today, we're going to be talking about Good, the Lone Star Shootout. Do you guys actually care that they're partnering with the NFL? And spend a couple minutes talking about the content king, Bryson DeChambeau. Just dropped an awesome video today. Let's get into it, but first, smash that like button and please hit subscribe. A lot of you guys who are watching are not subscribed, so smash that button. All that stuff really helps me out. Now, let's get into it. All right, let's spend the first couple minutes talking about the content king, Mr. Bryson DeChambeau, dropping a 18-hole stroke play video, US Open prep practice round at what he dubs the world's hardest course, Oakmont Country Club. What a video. You should definitely watch it if you haven't. I was actually about to record an hour ago, and then I sat down, saw that, and watched the full thing and added it to this video. But I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize how rare this is. Professional golfers don't really leak prep for their major championships. They like to stay in a bubble. And the thing I love about Bryson and him doing content is he's giving so many people here on YouTube the viewing, the access to what what it's like to play a practice round at a US Open. Oakmont specifically. Oakmont is the anchor site. And if you guys don't know, obviously Bryson is a defending champion. He won at Pinehurst last year. Oakmont and Pinehurst are two anchor sites for the US Open. So giving you, the YouTube viewer, insight and like just the up close and personalness of a YouTube video at a historic course like Oakmont is super insane. I know we've seen some stuff with Good and some other content creators at Oakmont. I'm sure we're going to get a major cut here next week from the Brian Bros and Graham. But I really think this video is going to top them all because you're seeing what it's like to actually prep for a major championship. You saw Jibo, our guy Jibo, in the video going through what it's like to caddy. I love how the rule is you have to use a local caddy. I'm assuming that's why Jibo wasn't on the bag. But you still saw Jibo there getting the yardages. They had this GC quad out trying to prep for a major championship. And it's just so rare to get this type of access into professional golfer, let alone like a top 5 player in the world prepping for a major championship next week. And if you guys didn't know, the US Open is next week. I highly recommend checking out Bryson's video. It really is cool. It shows the diabolicalness of Oakmont up close and personal, the greens, the fairways, the slopes, how tricky it is. And Bryson does a really good job showing what it's like, I said, just prep for a major championship. Leave your comments below if you watched the video and your thoughts on the video. I thought it was super cool, so I wanted to add it into it. All right, let's talk Good Lone Star Shootout. Going to give my thoughts, reactions, talk about a few things. But if you don't know what the Lone Star Shootout is, Good put on a live event in Austin, Texas earlier today. It was actually caught most of it at the bar after Golf League. It was actually pretty cool to see Good on Golf Channel at the bar. But they put on a live event with the NFL in Austin, Texas. Still crazy to me that Good has partnered with the NFL. And one of the main things, I feel like it's gone under the radar. I feel like not a lot of people are talking about how cool this is, how huge this is for a YouTube golf brand to be partnered with a major sports organization. And we're not surprised. I've had a lot of the guys on. They've told me behind the scenes how excited they are. This was kind of the partnership with the NFL was kind of the first reward of the influx of cash they got earlier this year. They've told me, that $45 million investment, this was one of the doors that it opened. As we know, Peyton Manning was the headline investor of that $45 million investment. But a lot of the guys have told me, whether it's on the interviews, how excited they are. I know Blake specifically had talked about when he went down to Mexico and filmed for, 3 straight days with a ton of NFL players. I actually got to film with my guy, Aiden Hutchinson, some of my Lions. I'm really jealous about it. But I feel like it's gone under the radar. And what I want to know from you guys, do you care that Good is partnered with the NFL? Like, does that move the needle for you? As we've seen Grant do these big time collabs with Scotty and all these professional golfers. We've got the Live Duels with the Brian Bros and all these guys getting into and really producing these insane 1 of 10s, these high quality videos. And as we know, Mr. Short Game has talked about it. Good, I don't think really lets the outside noise distract him. Good is focused on Good and what they're doing. And I talked about it in a video a while ago. Good doesn't just do things just to do things. They do things to elevate their brand that they feel like can elevate their brand and take it to the next level. But I want to know, Do you guys care about this partnership? Like, just like I said, does this move the needle for you, the core fans? I know a lot of you guys who watch my videos watch Good. I found it super cool that they're partnering with the NFL, but I want to know, does it move the needle for you? Like, do you enjoy seeing these collaborations with the NFL guys? As we know, you know, the way YouTube golf is going, it's almost a prerequisite to be a very good golfer to have a really, really good YouTube golf video in today's day and age, with how many pros and really good golfers are getting into it. And some of these NFL athletes aren't the greatest golfers, which it's okay. Like, a lot of them are picking up golf because they're just competitive. And after they retire, they fall in love with the sport because that's just how it is. It's one, it's a sickness. And two, a lot of these guys, they just don't know any better. So no offense to them. But like I said, do you guys enjoy these NFL collaborations? Like I said, do you really think this elevates Good, the brand? I will speak on it. The live events are super fun in person. Like, I went to the Arizona one. I had a blast with my wife at Grass Clippings. The night golf was just an unreal atmosphere. That one was a little different. We've had, they had Busted Jack, a lot of the creators there, but this one was, professional athletes. And like I said, I felt like this one didn't have as much buzz. I feel like a lot of the good guys were pushing ticket sales. If you guys aren't on Instagram, a lot of the guys were adding to their stories, which makes sense. They're trying to drive traffic to the event. And I'll be pretty impartial, and I'll, be pretty honest with you guys, the people. I've talked to a few guys. I've obviously had them on for interviews. I'm friends with some of the guys. I, played golf with Johnny from J&A a couple weeks ago. I talked to Sean a decent amount, and Blake and Sploosh. I'm always in Sploosh's stream. But I try to be pretty honest with you guys, and I just want to know, like I said, do you care? Like, does this move the needle for you? For me, it's pretty obvious as to why they're doing it. They're trying to get these professional athletes in good apparel, bringing good athlete to a whole different level. It's one thing to sponsor a professional golfer, but if you have multiple NFL players, multiple NFL, former players repping your merch, it just brings a whole different arms to good. And for them, they're trying to grow their brand. They're trying to grow their apparel brand. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, as I was watching, I had the YouTube TV on my phone as I was driving home from Golf League earlier to catch the back half, but a lot of ads on Golf Channel about the Good Summer Drop. They're getting a lot of apparel ads. It makes sense. They have a partnership with Golf Channel. They're trying to push their new drop. But I don't know. Like I said, do you guys really care about this? Sorry for the weird cut up, but let me know in the comments below. Did you watch the event? What are your thoughts on it? Do you actually care about Good being partnered with the NFL? Like, let's say hypothetically, if Good were to get into the podcast game and send a certain podcast host guests, whether that be NFL athletes, professional golfers, is that something you guys would care about? Would you watch that? Is that something you'd be interested in? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, let's wrap up with some closing thoughts. Garrett Clark hit somebody again at a Good event, his second time, I believe. Matt Leinart, his partner, almost decapitated an entire crowd, launching one off the top of the Bev cart on 18 in front of everybody. Sounded like those boys were having a good time. But if you're standing that close to a YouTube golf standing that close to get hit at a YouTube golf event, man, you're a brave soul. Brad, unreal putt on 18 up and down. What a par to win the event with Joe Hayden. I mean, hooping it from off the green. You can tell how much that meant to him. You could tell he really wanted to win. All these NFL guys are competitors. They all want to win, regardless of how bad they are at golf. And then lastly, Sean, buddy, what was it on 18? Didn't even give it a chance. I think your buddy Jamal Charles gave it a better effort than you. I'm just kidding, man. But for real, I'm sure you got to be sick of getting second place. Creator Classic, now the Good Lone Star Shootout. Anyway, guys, got some really cool content coming up at the pipe. Live Duels reaction this week. And we've got some cool interviews coming up. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.